Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Forbes Hewlett, don't follow, join. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, we're hanging with the Bedford, Quebec Fire Department at Truck and Roll on Kerr. Rig of the Week, a scaled-down mini Kenworth tanker at Truck and Roll on Kerr. But first, we're in the Niagara region with bulk specialist Joseph Holled.
We do all kinds of stuff. We got tanks, we got end dumps, we got walking floors. We pretty much got it all. Well, we got Peterbilts, we got Kenworth, we got a 485 Cummins here doing the work for us.
We're in Caledonia, Ontario at Joseph Holled. I drive dump truck. Some days you go as far as London, some days Niagara Falls, Toronto, pretty much in the whole GTA.
Well, I've been driving a long time, 20 years or so. Started out with flatbeds and, you know, you just bounce around job to job and take it all and learn new equipment, learn new trailers. It's kind of fun because you get more experience, you get more work.
Love driving. I got my license right at 16. So when I first got my driving job, to me it felt like it was just, when I realized how much I was going to get paid and what I got to do, I thought it was just like a field trip at school, right? I just coming out of school, I'm like, oh, it's a field trip. I get to go to Toronto today. So that's how I look at it. Like every day is a field trip, and when I get dispatched, where's the trip going to be, you know? So like I said, I learn something new every day. I never learned how to spread. I learned on the site. Never knew about asphalt and clamps. Learned on the site. I was just going to a factory just to get just a normal job. I didn't want to go to college with debt like my two older brothers. And after I had my interview to go to the factory, the guy in charge of the truck division says, hey, can I talk to your guy? And it's like, what, you're stealing my guy? I just hired him. He's like, let me just put my offer on the table first. And then he came in the room and he's like, hey, you know, I know, you came here for this job. Tell you the truth, that job probably sucks and you'll probably quit in a week. Here, take this job, driving trucks and whatnot, and you're happy with what she was paying you, I'm gonna offer you $5 more. And I said, what? You don't even gotta ask. I'm all for it. So originally it was just, that was just gonna be like the fill-in drivers. One day, the guy calls in sick. And the guy's like, yeah, buddy called in sick. Wonder if you could go, take his load for him. And I'm there like, I don't know. I've never driven a truck. I'm only like 18 at the time. I took it out to London. It was a whole piece of crap truck, man. Like, had so much play in the wheel. The wind blew. I never took a truck on the skyway. I was blowing back and forth. And yeah, after that, I did it, and I knew I could do it after that. Because I know a lot of new drivers, that only drive automatic trucks. They don't know the split shift. You're learning to drive the truck, you know, even though it looks like a lot of these trucks are going to be all automatic one day, still learn your good old stick shift, your split shift.
If we have any problems, we write it up our truck, and they take care of it almost immediately. Before I come to work in the morning, my truck's fixed.
And there's no excuse not to get anything not done. You know what I mean? The management's good, guys are good. You know, even when I first started, I didn't know as much about the dump as I do about other trucks. Everyone's friendly, helping you out, and you know, that's the name of the game, you know? It's like a family here, you know? Everyone I work with, consider them brothers and sisters, and like I said, we work hard, we work safe, and get it done. And like I said, try to keep our trucks looking good.
After the break, Rig of the Week, a scaled-down mini Kenworth tanker at Truck and Roll on Kerr.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel spec?
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Only the largest hauler of bulk materials in Ontario, Joseph Haulage. Now hiring owner-operators and company drivers. Joseph Haulage. When you need it the most, we carry the load.
12-gauge Customs. Award-winning trucks. Big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call. 12-gauge Customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Quick Truck Lube. Fast, professional service.
When I woke up in
Voici le petit camion de transport Jacques Auger, mini tanker. Le moteur, c'est un moteur diesel, un moteur Cumming, 1,7 litres, 3 cylindres turbo. Cumming a fourni le moteur et le turbo est pris après les bols à l'air du camion. Parce que c'est un moteur de génératrice qui ont été cherchés et qui ont importé pour rentrer dans les specs du petit camion à l'échelle de 1,22 du gros camion. La suspension, une suspension à l'air, montée et spécifiquement reproduite avec les specs de Kenworth. Le petit camion a passé chez Packard parce qu'on avait mis le nom Kenworth de ce petit camion puis ils voulaient savoir si on avait les specs de Kenworth au niveau d'avoir le droit de porter le nom. Et oui, les specs ont été. Les ingénieurs ont dit que le petit camion était conforme au gros, donc ils ont mis les étiquettes ici au niveau des spécifications de Packard. Et en plus, ils ont pris le numéro de série du gros et ont fait un dash 1 et sont venus apposer sur le camion ici le numéro de série du camion. Donc, le petit camion est la réplique exacte du gros camion. Donc, M. Auger a fait licencier le petit camion collection. Donc, il est fonctionnel pour aller sur la route dans des zones de 50 km et moins. Il faut se rentrer un peu le chest pour pouvoir rentrer dans le camion.
We have four compartments in the tanker, and on the other side it's like when you go to the pub, but here is juice. We just pull the trigger, put a glass, and you have your, you know, it's all refrigerated, and it's like a perfect big truck tanker, but it's small. At the scale, it's the same thing of this one, but this one have gasoline, this one have juice for children.
Stick around after the break, hanging with the Bedford, Quebec Fire Department at Truck and Roll on Kerr.
Irv Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Irv Transport. Another cool move.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Time to trick out your big rig? Check out ZZ Chrome's huge inventory of high-end chrome and stainless accessories, bumpers, visors, pipes, LED lighting, and more. Plus custom fabrication and installation. Find us online at zzchrome.com.
The new Trucker Television, starting Sunday, June 14th. The best of Canadian trucking. Not actors, truckers. The new Trucker Television, Sundays at noon.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
We're at the Bedford Fairgrounds, the Agricultural Society, and we're here for Truck and Roll to help out the group which raises money for babies' heart problems. This truck came out of Richmond, Virginia. I personally went to Richmond, Virginia 3 times to look at trucks. I went to Georgia to look at them, and then we were able to acquire this one through many fundraisers, because the firemen here kick in a lot of money personally. And we had a company in town gave us a $50,000 donation to help buy it, because otherwise it wouldn't have happened.
And you never look back.
These are tilt cabs. The whole cab lifts up and you'll see the whole engine compartment. You secure everything and you rotate the cab forward on a hydraulic cylinder, and then you'll see the engine. It's a Detroit 60 series engine. The pump is a Hale pump, 2,000 gallon a minute pump, which is a large pump. It's a Q-flow pump. There's a 500 gallon water tank on board. There's an aerial with a waterway. It goes up 105 feet. It can stand 500 pounds at the tip in a 50-mile-an-hour wind with water in the waterway. So we've had an attachment made to the tip so we could do rescue work with the truck. So we can rotate the ladder out, stick it 105 feet out, touch it on the ground, put someone that weighs 500 pounds on the end of it and pick it up and rotate around the circle. It's almost like they've come out recently with the rotator towing. You see the rotators? Well, these were out way before they brought those out, but it's real similar. And the tower itself has what they call a torque box on top of the frame. So they build a ladder compartment and it sits on the truck. Well, it's very heavy. This truck is like a semi-loaded all the time. It's just, that's its weight. Pierce makes its own cab. The cab is made by them, the frame is made by them, the ladder is made by them. They buy the engine, of course, they buy the pump, but everything and the differentials. But the truck is basically a single source manufacturer is what we asked for. So they couldn't have 3-4 builders build a truck, had to all be built by the same manufacturer. It's a 30-ton unit, so it's 62,000 pounds bare weight. It's a 30-ton truck.
But you don't seem to care.
I'll stop later and I'll let you see the roto-ray, because nobody's ever seen a roto-ray flasher. But if you're an eastern guy, which would be the East Coast, Maryland, Washington, if you don't have a roto-ray flasher, you're a nobody. This truck came out of Richmond, Virginia, so of course it's got a roto-ray. Westerners last night in the parade, what is that? I said, well, it's a roto-ray. Never heard of that. It's an automatic. It'll go to 4th gear, and if you get on the highway, you push the mode button and it'll go to into 5th gear. All fire trucks are supposed to be locked at 102 round. It's not supposed to be a truck you can go 75 miles an hour with. And that is fast enough. 62 miles an hour in a fire truck is... We do our own internal driving school, internal trainer. Actually, the trainer is a guy that works at the quarry driving the 70-ton trucks. He works a lot on the training of everybody. We are a what they call a gestionnaire for the Quebec Fire School, and we are a training center because one of our fire officers is a teacher of Fire Academy. So we teach. Every Thursday night, there's a class for all the towns in the area, not just ours. No, actually the town supports us on almost everything we do. We have support, that's why we have this truck. One of our town councilors is a truck driver, and he fights tooth and nail to make sure we get good stuff. This truck was his baby, and he fought and fought, that's why we have it.
You don't seem to care. She's a gambler's heartache, and you know the car just ain't there. But she'll get you away.
The purpose is to raise money for heart disease, for infants, and that's what everybody should come for. And then on top of it, you get the benefit of having fun. So it's a win-win situation. And for the town, it's a great event, personally for the town, because it fills the town up. It's publicity. The truck driver called the other day and said he was way down in Florida and he was reading a magazine that was Truck and Roll Bedford, Quebec. So it's putting a spotlight on the little town in Quebec.
Stick around. After the break, the bulk specialist, Joseph Holled.
Irv Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Irv Transport. Another cool move.
12 Gauge Customs. award-winning trucks, big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call 12-Gauge Custom.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Dragon Jeans. What Biker TV rides in. Protect your assets. Dragon Jeans. Ontario Truck Driving School. Your path to success. Training for your future. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Second home, right? Keep it clean. A lot of guys think I have a new truck. The only thing that's give it away is the seats are more, worn out. These are my favorite design of dump trucks too, because it's got all the chrome. I like the chrome elements. And the wood grain on the inside. Some trucks it's just all plastic and you can tell it's like a die-hard work truck, right? These are like show work trucks. We work every day, but we still look good while we work. The more years you spend in this industry, you see the things that go wrong with guys who get complacent and whatnot in the field, and it's a forever changing thing and learning thing. So, I only do a mistake once, and I try not to do it again, and try to improve every time. So, if I'm going back and forth every day, my first load took me an hour, maybe my next load takes me 50 minutes, 45. You can only trim off so much time while still staying safe. But, maybe you learn another route. I figured out the first route was kind of slow compared to taking the highway the whole route. So I adjusted that. So my load times will get better and better. And like I said, you've got the same thing to do, so you just want to do it as safe as possible and as most efficient as possible. Be yourself a nice, good, safe, efficient truck driver. You'll always got work out here, and that's the main thing. Right as they open, they're normally pretty lined up, and then all morning, right? All the loads coming in, different job start times and stuff. My truck boxes are steel, not steel. These boxes, they're aluminum. Anytime you see them shiny like that, it means they're aluminum boxes. So the truck itself is lighter, so it can take more weight, but it can't take the product we're taking today, rocks and stuff. No, the job today would break those truck boxes. Like that shiny one coming up here, this Kenworth, that's aluminum box. So it's lighter, so it can take more product, like a couple more tons than my truck, because I'm heavier because I'm steel. But it can't take rough stuff like this. So the main reason why I love it so much is because I got into it when I was a kid. So yeah, it was so frustrating not knowing places and getting lost. And this was before GPS, right? So when I didn't know if I was north, south, or west, but I always, had good guys around me, and I found my way out, found my way back home, clearly. But now with the technology and everything, it makes this job way more way more. You get address, boom, you see it on the map. And like I said, it gave me confidence where I can go, like I travel all over the world, Florida, Jamaica, New York, and it gave me the confidence to know that I can never be lost. just driving a truck now. I always know where I am. I always know how to get there. You know, you start learning where the sun rises and sets. You start learning a lot of other stuff that, you know, really comes in useful, not just being in trucking. You could use this information too. Maybe you're out fishing with a buddy and you want to know where north is, and you know, you get away from the land where you don't really see the land. That's when you start gotta look, you know, where's north, south, east, west. And now I know it by heart from where I am on the roads because I've seen maps so long. So when they say, oh, it's east of this street, I know where that is now. But just speaking in that language from, I guess, being in trucks before when I had to use maps to find out my routes, it's probably the last generation that had to do that. So like, I still know the analog way and the digital way. I just try to drive as safe as possible. And you know, slow down, and it saves lives, you know? Sometimes, you know, you get over-ambitious, which, you know, everyone, you know, who really loves what they're doing, it's easy to get over-ambitious and you want to get it done and you want to make that extra money. But sometimes, you know, that extra load might be your last load, too. So you always got to be cautious of that. And just, when I get myself like I could get more done and maybe there's traffic and, you know, kills me because I'm like, hey, I can be making more money out there. I just think about the big picture too. It's just like, I want to be able to make money tomorrow and go home the way I came to work and not have to explain to, you know, my boss, hey, sorry, Jeff, I crashed your truck, or I did this stupid thing, or I didn't watch the wire and I messed up. Because accidents will happen. So like I said, I try my best to not ever have to be in that way, you know. If it does happen to me, one time I'll, you know, take it very hard and try my best never to make that happen again. And with that, you know, you get job security, you get people liking you, and you get to, not only have you got trained by someone, now you can train and pass on what I know to be a good, successful driver to another young guy who gets hired the next day.
Trucker Television, celebrating life on the road. No actors, truckers, the real Canadian trucking industry. Like us on Facebook and check out truckertelevision.com for all of our episodes. Trucker Television is brought to you by Trucker Television Season 5 premiere, September 27th at noon on CHCH. Dean Cartage, serving the industry for over 50 years. Trucker Television Advertising, we speak to millions.